SA netball lovers were in for treats when school's netball under-19 teams from across the country gathered to compete for the national top 8 positions.
Hello and welcome. Today we are at the Dr. EG Jansen Award School here in Boksburg for the School Sports Netball Tournament, as of course the 40 under-19 schools teams will be looking to be the best in the land and unfortunately win the championships that will be played later on at the Wits University, but the action begins here. But here's a brief background on this particular venue.
Ons beskik oor baie goeie netbalfasiliteite. Daar is 10 weervaste bane wat in pypkondisie is. Daar's ook 'n klubhuis wat baie sentraal geleë is sodat al 10 die bane dan ook beheer kan word deur die persone wat tydhouers is en dat daar baie duidelik beheer kan wees oor elke wedstryd wat daar is. Ek dink ook die ander fasiliteite wat hier is rondom die netbalbane veroorsaak ook dat dit 'n ideale plek is om dit te hou. Elke jaar is die SA kampioenskappe by ons skool en ons sien weer baie daarna uit om dit hierdie jaar dan weer aan te bied.
Nou, vir netbal dink ek is dit een van die topklas fasiliteite in die land. Ons beskik oor 10 weervaste bane waarvan 7 onder spreiligte is. So as die programme laatloop kan dit tot in die aande gespeel word. En dan ook nie net die bane self nie, maar ook die kantienfasiliteite wat hier aangebied word. En dan soos die lughawe wat baie naby geleë is en dan soos ek sê, genoeg hotelle, genoeg gastehuise vir al die ouers wat aan hierdie toernooie wil bywoon.
Wel, ons bane is baie lekker, ons het baie lekker fasiliteite. So dit is lekker om al die bane te sien, is nie ver stap nie. Lekker naby tussen die verskillende wedstryde as mens van een game na 'n ander game wil kyk. En ja, dit alles wat al die fasiliteite is lekker naby mekaar.
Die EG skole by EG Jansen is fantasties. Want dis skole reg oor die land wat hier kom by EG Jansen. Harde netbal speel, dis nie speletjies nie. Dis kliphard netbal. En al die ouers wat ondersteun, is baie plek om te ondersteun.
Ek dink vir die gemeenskap is dit 'n baie groot geleentheid, nie net vir die skool self nie, dat ons bemarkings daaruit kan kry nie, maar ook vir die gemeenskap, die hotelle, die gastehuise, dat die dorp so bekend gestel word in die land en dan dat die mense ook iemand toe kom en dan ook kan sien wat 'n pragtige dorp Boksburg is.
Ja, dis elke jaar 'n groot uitdaging, maar dis was altyd lekker by die beplanning vooraf en al die dingetjies wat moet gereël word om alles reg te kry.
So dis vir ons 'n voorreg om dan ook daar vir Netbal Suid-Afrika te help sodat hulle dan ook hierdie SA kampioenskappe hier by ons skool kan huisves.
Hoërskool Dr. EG Jansen is altyd gereed om enige toernooi aan te bied en ons sien baie uit na die All Ages toernooi wat een van die dae gaan plaasvind.
Okay, die spelers wat hier gaan kom deelneem, speel jou hart uit want jy weet nooit of jy dalk 'n besering kan kry môre nie en as jy laaste matriekjaar is, speel jou hart uit want netbal is wel 'n lekker sport en geniet dit.
Definitief bring ouma, oupas, vriende, familie, kom kyk en ondersteun. Dit is regtig 'n great tournament om by te wees in die atmosfeer en net die goeie netbal wat hier gaan gespeel word.
Beautiful facilities in impeccable condition. The Dr. EG Jansen Award School, and now they will be hosting, of course, 4 divisions: the under 14, under 16, under 17, and under 19. Now we catch up with the organizers to tell us more about this tournament.
When we started out, it was a very small event. We had like just 2 under-19 teams per province, with the Ubuntu and the Botu, and then we elaborated, we expanded, and in 2003 we brought in all the age groups to compete here. And this year is our record event. Our Ubuntu schools have absolutely come to the party, and it's exciting to see that the township schools are finally coming on board and saying we want to be noticed. And I think that's what makes this event so incredibly special. And then obviously the sponsorship and the television coverage is just making this into a mammoth event. And I can just see us going from strength to strength from here. Everything starts at school. Whether you want to be a doctor or a nurse or whatever, or a president of a country, it starts at school. So sport also starts at school. And we believe that a healthy sporting community within the schools will make sure that our youth have got something to work for that will keep them off the streets And it's encouraging to see schools participating in the leagues because they have to play league in order to qualify to get here. They don't just arrive here out of the blue, they got to qualify to get here. So they have to be actively involved on a week-to-week basis playing netball. And that, I think, is what's great. Well, I think there's excellent netball going to be played because these are the top teams of the country across the board from every single province. And I want to say that the bridge between our Botu and our Ubuntu is closing very fast because I think people are starting to realize they've got to put their money where their mouth is, they've got to deliver, and it's all about commitment. And as I said last night to the officials and this morning to the kids, this is a game of discipline. And if you can be disciplined here, then for the rest of your life you would be disciplined. And is that not what we want our young people, girls, to be? Because the girls will become mothers and the mothers teach their children. And that's where it's all going to continue. And I have a bright, bright vision for the future, purely because of what's happening at schools netball.
It's really a great opportunity that these girls are being afforded at this tournament for the next step, which is hopefully varsity netball. So there's a natural follow through from schools netball, so really important that they're being showcased. So we've been through all the provincial rounds, and today will be the day where we see which schools are the top schools and who will progress to the next round. I think they'll be very surprised. There's a high level of netball, there's great skill, there's some fantastic players out there. So definitely great netball.
Trustfontein, having finished in 5th position last year, they'll be looking to better their standing when they take on Secunda, who finished 20th in the first game.
Tries to find her center. Center finds good attack. Chance for Secunda to put the first points on the board. Yes, they do. Trying to find ways to go in the goal ring to score a second one. Does so perfectly. Gonna go for the points. Going for the points, gets the points. Khaswatin on the attack. Plays a wing attack. Wing attack brings it to center. Center goal scorer. Goal scorer to go for the points. Goal scorer gets the points. Long balls being played. Wing attack. Gives it to scorer. Can she convert? Yes, she can. Khaswatin on the attack. Khaswatin in the goal ring. Goal scorer scores. Throws it a foul. Good pass. Goal scorer. A goal attack scores. Goal attack. Goal attack once more. Goal attack trying to get to goal scorer. Goal scorer going for the points. Goal scorer getting the points. In defense. Short ball to goal attack. Goal attack converts from the second quarter. It's been Khaswatin. Final score is 27, Secunda 11.
It was so great. I couldn't explain the feeling that we got, and I told my team just to enjoy it because that's why we're here. If you don't enjoy it, it's not worth it. So it was a tough time. It's very cold here at EG Jansen, but we enjoyed every moment of it and we gave our best.
Ek dink ons voel baie lekker eintlik want ons het 'n groot geleentheid gehad en ons het hard gewerk om mee te wees en ons het geweet ons gaan harde kompetisie kry as ons hier kom. So ek dink ons was voorberei om harde games te speel en ek weet mens kan nie altyd wen nie, maar as ons van die baan af kom en ons weet ons het ons beste gegee en toegepas ons geoefen het, sal ons altyd tevrede wees en gelukkig voel binne.
I'm so honored to be given this reward, so yeah, I'm very thankful.
The next step after schools netball is varsity netball, which will be making waves across the country in the next month. They were present to showcase varsity netball to the schoolgirls, who were excited to participate for some goodies.
So it is varsity netball time, you know, as season's going to be commencing on the 26th of August through to the 8th of October. There's various venues that are happening this year. I think the first fixture will be taking place in Kofsis and Matibas. 4 games will be happening there. So it's looking like a standard season. I've just met some girls from the Tux team. They're topping their log, so they're very much ready of what's going to be happening in the varsity netball seasons.
Okay, ladies, these are your groups, okay? These are your teams.
More action, certainly more action. I mean, with any sport, there's always development. So we're looking for more action, more fun. more crowd interaction. There's a lot more activations happening like we're having here today. And it's looking really great, I won't lie. I'm really excited myself. As you know, it is Varsity Netball 2018. Our hashtag for the year is Show Your Colors, and we commence on the 26th of August all through to the 8th of October.
Getting straight back into the action with Uppies taking on Paarl.
Penalty there. Paarl get an opportunity to attack once more through the goal shooter, who converts again. AHMP get their first chance to get points, and they convert successfully as well. Shuffling the ball well, getting in the goal circle, and they've come back with points. HMP in possession, ball taken well there. Goal attacker, goal shooter, wonderful score there by HMP by 7 points to 4. Point more for them, and they do. Wing attack, goal attack, center, gets it to goal shooter. A wonderful netball we're seeing from the girls from HMP, and getting the points into the goal circle. Goal shooter does well. HMP. That's the end of the game. Into stuff for 3 quarters. HMP eventually becoming victors at 26 points to 18.
Ek dink ons het baie stadig begin, maar hierdie game het ons gebou en geklim, en dis waarvoor ons gewerk het, en hierdie is ons eerste trappe wat ons geklim het, en ons is reg vir die res van die toernooi. Ons gaan positief bly, net nederig bly, en dan gaan ons hom vat soos hy kom.
I'm very happy. I'm very excited that we won. We had a positive start and we just kept it throughout the game.
Ag, dit is maar altyd 'n tawe game teen Affies. Ons het al 2 keer teen hulle gespeel, ongelukkig al 2 keer verloor, maar dis altyd 'n moeilike game teen hulle, maar ons gee maar net ons bes. Ag, ek dink ons probeer maar altyd die beste doen wat ons kan met wat ons het, maar ek dink hier ons is fout iewers in ons span nie. Ons moet net ons gees bietjie weer optel dat ons weer goed kan voorberei vir die volgende wedstryde.
To pull off a tournament of this magnitude requires meticulous attention. The host school, Dr. EG Jansen, had a major task to ensure that this tournament went off successfully.
Om so 'n toernooi aan te bied verg nogal baie logistiek. In die opsig dat daar's baie beplanning, die bane moet reg wees, al die fasiliteite moet verder reg wees, waar al die persone gaan wees, waar die beamptes gaan wees, waar vergaderings gaan wees, opwarmingsgebiede, so daar is baie logistiek rondom dit om so 'n toernooi aan te bied. Elke jaar is dit maar basies dieselfde die kompetisie wat daar is, maar mense probeer om dit beter te maak, en dan ook dat daar as daar ietsie was wat dalk in die verlede nie 100% korrek was nie, om dit dan te verbeter. Hierdie jaar het ons die eerste keer dat ons die aand voor, dis nou gisteraand, het ons dan ook 'n funksie gehad, 'n verwelkomingsfunksie, waar ons ook al die beamptes en dan ook ander sportsoorte se persone wat daar in bestuur is. So daar's baie kleiner goedjies wat 'n mens aan aandag gee om seker te maak dat die dinge vlot loop, en dan natuurlik is dit ook die eerste keer dat die televisie teenwoordig is wat ook meer aansien gee aan hierdie toernooi. So ons hoop is moeilik om die standaard hoog te hou en te verbeter, maar ons probeer ons bes want dit gaan oor netbal. Ons wil vir die dogters wat hier deelneem wil ons die beste fasiliteite daar gee.
This game, netball, it's so great. We enjoyed our game. Even though we lost, yeah, it was great to play and to be in the court and to have the privilege and that we just had fun.
I'd like to thank my mom for everything she's done for me, and I'm really, really excited to be here, even though it's a very tough tournament, but we're enjoying it a lot.
No, it's definitely well organized, and the food as well is brilliant. Yeah, everything is it's well organized. Nothing I can complain about.
First of all, from a medical scheme perspective, it's absolutely wonderful to be involved in schools netball in South Africa. Tournaments like these not only contribute to the development of the sporting talent in our country, but but it also promotes an active lifestyle amongst the youth. And as a medical scheme, for us, we're very happy to support that type of activity. We're providing a benefit to all the girls that are participating in the tournament today, and that's our Easy ER product. It actually guarantees the girls that get hurt here today free access to a hospital's emergency unit for care. So we want to make sure that the girls are safe, and when they get hurt, we will look after them.
Wonderful catch there from the goal attack. Played in for the goal shooter. The goal shooter does well. Tlantayetu. What a leap there by goal attack. What a take by goal shooter. Another point. Going defense. Gives it to goal shooter. Has been good all morning.
You can't have two moving shooters. Shooter's moving and she's trying to work her way around the circle.
Long ball in. Goal shooter. Does well. Goal shooter. Has been accurate all day and gets one. Goal shooter. Trusted. Tlantayetu in possession, looking for their goal shooter, has been the main person today. Does well.
Shooter's composed, she's getting it in. There's no mix up in that circle. Goal attack is where she needs to be. Goal shooter is where she needs to be. They're not occupying each other's space, and it makes the ball flow easier.
And that's it. 4 quarters. Took the last one to truly decide it. And Garsfontein run out victors of this one.
It's very sad. And then first came here to see lose by 1 goal, and then later it was more than 1 goal. So I was humble.
A bit tired now, I'm not gonna lie, but it was a privilege actually to play against the different schools of South Africa. It's amazing, we make so new friends, win or lose, it's such an amazing, and just look how everyone plays, it's such a privilege actually.
Yeah, it feels so good to give a player of the match. Ngoba sesikhathi esiningi ngitrainer, othisha bethu besinika isikhathi nathi siyinikela. It feels so good. Nalokho ilose is part of the game.
That's a kick-off there. GS has it. Goal shooter does well. Goal attack is in there. Will try go for the points. Will get the points with the goal defense. With the wing attack taken by the goal shooter. Goal shooter gets it. Tolulaz goes for the points, gets them. Goal attack going for a point there for Tolulaz. Goal attacker gets the points. Taken by Tolulazi. Another point. Stretch the lead. Make the difference 9 points. Playing it well to the center. Good pass. Goal shooter. The Tolulazi defense, but they've been trying, and eventually they get a point. Tolulazi victorious against DZJ.
I'm feeling sad because we came here to win, to do our best, but I think we did our best. What we managed to do, we did. Then, yeah, as a team, we are safe.
I can say that's Ekalen Begunzima because they took the first 2 center pass, and for us, because so angry for the Uguti push Ganzima. Then what we did, we just relax and take a deep breath, and then we just defense.
Yo, ngizizwa ngijabulile kakhulu yazi because like bengekho sharp bengacabanga ukuthi ngizophumelela until kube manje ngize ngibe best player, like yeah, ngijabule kakhulu.
Ilanga center Goal shooter trying to find goal attack, manages to do so. Didn't get the points. Trying to play it back. And goal attacker gets an opportunity. Ilanga again, goal attack.
The goal shooter pops it over to goal attack. She shoots and she scores.
Kibonang gets an opportunity, converts.
Good work by the goal attack and goal shooter by distracting the defense. The goal shooter shoots and she scores. Ilanga now has her first chance of goals in the third quarter. The goal shooter shoots and she scores. The goal shooter goes, but unfortunately misses. Rebound taken by the goal attack. She gets it in. Like I've said, she hasn't missed the shot as yet. As I said, the goal shooters are not taking any chances, making sure they can get to the goal as easiest as possible. Goal shooter and goal attack both holding their space beautiful. The goal attack shoots and she scores.
Goal attack, unmarked, puts it in. See the Ilanga comfortably in front by 22 points to 10.
Sibona ukuthi sifaka umdlandla ukuthi sikwazi ukuwina le game lena siwinile manje because sifuna ukuqhubeka simisele ngalo mdlalo esiwudlalile nathi sifuna ukuphakamisa isikole sethu sephezulu.
Sifuna ukuwina sikwazi ukuthi siqhubekele phambili sidlale ngoqina sithembane futhi sibone ukuthi manje singaqhubeka futhi singayiwina le game elandelayo.
I feel better, like we should try harder the next time because our third defeat wasn't that difficult, so it strains us a little bit so that the next time we can train more harder.
Ek is Chantal Du Preez en ek se trotse lede van Hoërskool De Aar en ek het speler van die wedstryd gewen. Match! GHS! I say my hands up, my lapel, my hips up, my lapel. Sing it from sing. Sing it from sing.
As the sun sets and the temperatures drop here at the Dr. EG Jansen School, it has been a day filled with so much in terms of netball, and of course it promises so much more. Tomorrow, do catch day 2 after the set break. Welcome back. It is the top of the morning, day 2 at the Dr. EG Jansen School here in Boksburg for what promises to be a day packed of netball action. First up, we do have Central that are taking on Swapscott.
Outside the court. Almost lost possession there. Goal shooter for Central. Gets it. Zwartkops. Goal attack. Will go for the points. Does get the points. Gives it to the center. Goal attack. Similar position as last time, but this time makes no mistake. Center does manage to find an hour. And she does manage to get the first points of the third quarter. Goal attack, goal attack. Center once more. And we level once more. Cleaned up by goal scorer. Another opportunity. Does well. Goal shooter has to get this one. Does get this one. It's 19 all with less than a minute to play. Whoever scores now might potentially win it. Zwartkop in possession. Clock is ticking. Zwartkop get it. Zwartkop in possession, and surely now Zwartkop have won this game. great game of netball early in the morning. Zwartkoop fought back in the second quarter. Third quarter, it was even with Zwartkoop just in the lead slightly.
Dit was 'n baie lekker game en omdat ons hierin gewen het ons nou 'n baie beter kans om deur te gaan na die top 8 toe. En as ons die volgende enetjie wen dan is ons in die top 8, so ons gaan baie hard speel en dit was baie lekker.
Dit was baie stresvol geweest. Dit mag gegaan oor die span waar die meeste fokus gehad het aan die einde. So ek sê ons is maar deurgedruk tot die einde.
Ons het 'n ongelooflike span en kom al 'n lang pad en ons het vandag 'n fight gewys en sentraal was ook baie sterk. Albei spanne was ewe goed en ja, ons is net bly ons kon hom kry.
Dit was 'n baie lekker game geweest en was baie taaf geweest en ek is regtig baie trots op my span en ek dink ons gaan regtig goed doen verder met die res van die wedstryde en ek is maar net ek is baie lief vir hulle en ek kon dit nie sonder hulle gedoen het nie. Ons het wonderlike coaches en ek is baie bly ons is in die top 8 en ja, dit gaan baie taaf wees van hier af.
Dit was 'n tawwe game geweest en ek voel elke spanlid het sy alles gegee. Ons eerste kwart was 'n baie goeie kwart geweest en ek dink dat 'n paar goedjies verkeerd geloop, maar ons kan dit verseker regmaak in die volgende game. En ons het steeds die uithou vermoë gehad om aanhou te veg en nie op te gee nie. En ek dink die Here was aan ons kant geweest om ons te bly dra en moed gegee het vir die game wat ons nou gespeel het. Maar steeds glo ek in ons span en ek vertrou in elkeen van hulle en ons doele en die res van my spanmaats. Dit was regtig 'n baie goeie game. Zwartkoop was 'n goeie span en ek gee die wen vir hulle, was regtig baie goed geweest.
Twiza is privately owned, proudly South African carbonated soft drinks company, based in our origins and roots is in the Eastern Cape, Queenstown specifically. We saw it as an opportunity that women in particular and then the smaller sport codes within South Africa has been neglected in the past when it comes to funding and exposure. So we saw it as a great opportunity for us to partner up with School Sports and SA Schools Netball for this tournament, giving these oaks the opportunity to play on a national level and a bit of exposure, not only for the bigger schools but also for your Ubuntu teams that don't necessarily get the opportunity or didn't get the opportunity in the past to get opportunity for this exposure and playing on a national level. Twiza sees this as a long-term goal. We definitely want to be involved going forward for the next 3 years at least, but definitely in the development of the sport going forward from a school's grassroots level upwards.
Twiza definitely ensured that all thirsts were quenched on the day. But let's get back to the netball with Machakela taking on Ilanga.
And with the opportunity to get the first points, and they do.
Yeah, the Machakela team finds their goal shooter every time underneath the person. I think that's what making the big difference because it's easier for it to convert that shot. Yeah, that was a great play by Ilanga, and if they can do that every time they have the ball, they will have a better game and easily get back into this game.
The wing attack finds goal attack, trying to find the goal shooter, but defended well.
Yeah, the goal defense really read that ball and played very great by turning the ball at the Machakela goal circle. So great conversion for Ilanga.
Center plays it to goal shooter.
Yeah, the goal shooter has a great hold in that circle. As you can see, that's why the balls are getting easy.
Ilanga with the ball, playing their goal attack. Great opportunity for them to score, and they do. Finding it difficult. Plays it quickly to the goal shooter. And easily converts another one. Ilanga in possession, winning by 37 points to 16.
We're feeling so happy. I mean, because it's not the first time that we win. We won all the games, and then it was so hard because we felt overwhelmed on the first game, and then so we finally won this one. So we're very happy because I think we qualified for the first play.
We have trained a lot. It's like I really enjoyed it.
Ngizizwa ngibuhlungu kakhulu because besizimisele sizowina namhlanje sisilona sibhalansise lawa izolo esiwaluzile ngibuhlungu kakhulu ngalawa esiwaluze namhlanje egame esiluze namhlanje.
Development of the sport of netball is vital for upcoming players, and this tournament provides a great feeder structure to varsity sport and eventually to a national level.
Netball development plays a huge role, especially in our country. We need players. We need players that can make it to the top. If the sooner we can expose them to a high level of play, the better for them. They get used to the pressure, they get used to the environment, and by the stage they're out of school and they get to a high level, they're able to do what needs to be done. I think for you to be able to make a career out of netball, when you're at school, it's very important for you to enjoy it, because if you don't enjoy it, it's not going to form part of who you are. You got to fall in love with the game firstly, and that way, once you fall in love with it, it will stay with you for the rest of your life.
But Central do get an opportunity to put the first point, and they do. Goal attack does score. Umpire calls contact there. Goal shooter does well. Central lead, Central in position. And the goal shooter will score. Goal shooter does well. Plays it short to center. Center plays it to goal attack, back to center. Center plays it to goal attack and does get the points. Well played through their center. Trying to find that goal shooter in a perfect position to get the points. Does get the points. Goal defense to center again. Goal attack. Goal shooter. Goal shooter gets it perfectly. Does she have the range? Does she have the accuracy? Yes, she does. Central in these last minutes of this game. They do get another one. 5 points clear now. Very heroic. They actually ran away with the game. Central winning 25 points to 19.
Dit was 'n regtig baie harde game geweest. Ons het met uithou vermoë, ons het gewys wat ons kan doen. Niemand het opgegee nie. Ons het regtig hard geveg. Die vorige game was dit nou nie in ons guns nie. Ons het met 'n punt teen Swartkop verloor. Maar ons het gewys dat dit in ons is en ons het selfvertroue in mekaar gehad. Vertrou op ons doele gehad, verdedigers, die middelveld. Dit was regtig 'n baie lekker game geweest. Dit was lekker om as 'n span so gemotiveerd te wees deur die res van die ondersteuners wat daar was en deur jou eie span.
The second half we kind of like let it slip a little bit. But the first fight we put up a really big fight, and I'm very proud of my team for putting up such a big fight in the whole game.
South African schools netball's primary role is to develop the sport. They believe that development is growth, education and training, and this tournament has definitely ticked all the right boxes.
I will start with the good things because this is the South African School Netball Challenge, whereby all the 9 provinces, they are bringing their winning teams. And this is really exciting because there's a tough competition in the province. Everybody wants to see himself or herself just winning the tournament. And when we started yesterday, as SASN, we were excited to see some new schools because every year we see some new schools coming up. And right now it's just exciting because we've got even previously we called them development team, now we call them Ubuntu. 2 of our KZN teams now they're playing for merit. And looking at them competing with the Batu, which previously we called them merit, it's really exciting.
We're having a good time here. It's very good. It's a good experience. It's our first time here as a team. And we're learning a lot.
Dit is 'n ongelooflike ervaring by Hoërskool EG Jansen vandag met die Suid-Afrikaanse netbal kampioenskappe. Ek is Alet Venter, die ma van Anay Venter en ons is groot ondersteuners van die KS'ers. Die KS onder 16 span en die onder 17 span en die onder 14 span is vandag hier. Dis vir ons 'n wonderlike geleentheid en ons sien uitstekende netbal.
It is vital that good role models for the game are created, and some of the country's favourite Spark Proteas showed up to show support to the girls.
Yeah, so far I'm impressed with the standard of netball. It's really interesting to see so much different talent around here in South Africa, so it gives us a chance to actually watch what's going on and also just to see how, if there's girls that want to continue on with netball because it is basically the #1 women's sport in South Africa. It is quite a big move to play from the Brutal Fruit to the English Super League because simply the season goes on for longer, and also just allowing a lot of more games that we can experience playing over in the Super League. So this year was quite a very good experience for me, and also just picking up how intense it can get compared to the Brutal Fruit, which is also intense, but somehow it goes on for longer, so we get to have a lot of chances to play.
Framesby in the goal area. Framesby equalized. Posh goals. A lot of urgency. Playing the ball very well to their goal shooter, trusted goal shooter. Posh goals do well. Play, long play to a goal shooter, trusted goal shooter. Who gets another one? Center plays it in perfectly. Opportunity for points, and points they get. Framesby trailing by 3 points. And immediately on the attack. Goal shooter scores once more. Goal attack does get her points. Framesby attacking early, knowing that how important points will be in this game, playing against well-structured Pochko's side. Goal shooter there. Does well. Plays it long to the goal shooter. Good position. Cannot convert. Still with Framesby. This time they can. Framesby now level with Pochko's. Pochko's as well. Playing those long passes. And that is 18th point there for Pochko's. 6 minutes remaining. Goal shooter takes a long one, does well to keep it in field.
An amazing interception by the goal defense of Framesby. She's been playing extremely well since she's came on. She hasn't let her team down, as well as the goal attack. She came on in the second quarter and has done amazing things for her team, playing extremely well with her goal shooter.
And that is it. Hard-fought victory there by Framesby, coming from behind.
It really started out a bit rough, but we pulled through, and we learned a lot through the game, and we learned that the one that keeps fighting to the end wins, and we shouldn't stop because we were behind at the end. But I think my team really came through, and it was for the best. It's been really fun. My team's learned a lot, and I think we're going home as better players, and we're making our school proud. The tournament is really insane this year, and my team is really bonded, and we're much closer. And I can't wait to go home and tell our friends how it was.
Well, to be honest, I think that if we kept going, like we kept going and we held it out, we held our part, and I feel like we didn't give up, and I gave it my all, my whole team did, and I don't really care that we lost because I feel like in our hearts we won. Well, we are a very close team. We do everything to bond, and we tried throughout the entire year, entire season. We had no fighting. We were just all, I feel like we're a very, very close team. Like, I feel like the word team is not even accurate. I think more like a family.
It's amazing. I feel so honored to be the first one to carry my team through this experience, and I try as a team, I try to have a relationship with each and every one of them and make them like my children, because I care about each and every one of them like they are my babies, and I love you guys.
This tournament is not only great for development, but provides a great scouting platform for the next level of the game.
Well, it's absolutely critical for players to be playing here. I mean, this is where most universities and coaches come to recruit their players. I myself, having been identified or recruited for PE Tech at a national tournament like this, so it's very critical for us as netball in South Africa to have such tournaments. Well, here you basically look at, number one, the height, because we need the height from these girls, and then you look at the skill level. You look at their ability, you look at their netball intelligence, you look at their decision making, because if they have and they portray all those skills already on a high school level, imagine how much more they're going to portray by the time they get to senior netball. Well, it is important, because if they don't play here, and we just pick them up already when they're in varsity, where would they have learned all those skills? So it's sort of like an athlete pathway where they start playing in primary school, they go to high school, varsity, club level, and hopefully on a national level, international level. So it is like a pathway that we have for players, and this is like a very good breeding ground for our netball players.
And we're on the way. Last game of the day, Pal Girls versus
Shaya Moya. See Shaya Moya trying to attack early in the game with their goal shooter, who does very well. Goal attack. Gives it. Lovely play there. There's a goal attack. Giving it to goal. Clear center. Finding goal shooter. Unmarked. Good space. Delivers with the points. Pal Girls also going for the points, getting the points, making it 6-4, making the difference only 2.
Shemira's defense is quite phenomenal. They're keeping a very tight man-on-man defense. As soon as they get the ball, they move it extremely fast down the court in order to get away from the Pals defense. Hopefully they'll be able to get it right. Goal attack shoots and she scores. Hopefully they don't make too many mistakes by the speed, but I suppose they're used to that kind of play. Amazing work done by the goal shoots and the goal attack.
Contact holding goal defense, penalty.
Goal attacker does well. Shaya Moya needs to defend.
Penalty.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the scores are level. Pal Girls 10, Shaya Moya 10. Shaya Moya plays it long. 2. Goal shooter. Pal Girls in the lead for the first time this game. But Shaya Moya hit back the target at the moment. But the second time doesn't get it. Goal attacker is there. She does. Good interception there by Pal Girls. Playing it long, goal attack, gets it to go. Goal shooter, aims. Goal shooter does get it. Shaya Moya have the ball. Countering. Goal attack, gives it to center. Runs wide. Plays it to goal shooter. Goal shooter scores another goal. Goal shooter goes for it, misses it. Goal attacker cleans up and gets it. Pal Girls getting an opportunity and using it. Shaya Moya.
Obstruction, penalty we do. Yes.
They do get a penalty, Pal Girls. And they've taken it. They've taken that. And that is the end of the game. Pal Girls came to win it in the end. needed the fourth quarter to be settled. 31 attempts, 77 goal percentage, 6 rebounds, 3 interceptions, 11 turnovers, 11 penalties with 51 pass completion by Paul Girls.
Overall, it was a very tough game. We managed to pull through with a win, and it was very difficult. So we broke through with a nice win. It's to always do your best, and no matter what, just give your all on the court and play for each other, not just for yourself. So it was good playing with tough teams.
I'm actually very sad, but we tried our best as a team to work together, because I was actually moved from wing defense to center to try and combine as the captain of the team. But I'm actually very glad, because we tried all our best. We gave up a lot. So we need to keep our spirit moving and not to stop. Yes. Ngizizwa ngi-right ngoba siyi-team siyawenza ama-mistakes and futhi thina sine-team yethu sihleli sitshela into eyi-one ukuthi silindele iwini, kodwa uma kungenzekanga siyakwamukela lokho okwenzekile. Ukuthi uma ngabe sidlala nabantu mhlambe abasidlulayo nge-height sidlala ama-short passes, singadlala ama-long balls ngoba iwona sishayile vele.
After 2 days of competitive netball, the qualifying top 8 teams that will go through to play for national pride at Wits University includes Garsfontein, Menlo Park, Central and Middelburg. The Ubuntu teams are Machakela, Hemansdorp, Manzumthombo and Tololwazi. Congratulations to all the teams and good luck for the next stage.
It has been 2 astounding days of netball here at the Dr. EG Jansen Water School, as we've been bringing you the latest netball action. But of course, we are closing the first chapter. The second chapter will follow as the school's netball championships, which will be played at Wits University from the 9th to the 12th of August. It is the top 8, the championships. You won't want to miss it. Do download the DSTV Now app either on Google Play Store or Apple App Store and get all the action for free. But until then, keep on playing netball.